seated. Today's title is Love and Hate. Love and hate. You know that you cannot have one without the other? You cannot love without also hating. It's like day and night. Fire and ice. Heaven and hell. Man and woman. Saints and sinners. Some things just go together, but at the same time, they're extremely opposite of each other. Amen? That's right, they go together, but at the same time, they're totally apart from each other. Amen? If you love something, then you must hate other things. Amen? True love means that there are some things that you must reject and that you even must hate. Love and hate, they go hand in hand. If you love something or someone, there are going to be things that you automatically hate. Amen? Like for instance or example, I love my children. So now, I hate anything that will harm them. I hate anything that will lead them astray. I love my wifey. My boo, where is she? But anyway, I love her. So now I hate anything that would harm her or threaten her or anything that would try to come between me and her. I hate that. Amen? That's right. Love and hate go together. Like God is love, but at the same time, God is hate. People don't look at God like that, but He's love, but He's also hate. God has an abundant mercy for all of us, but at the same time, He also has undiluted wrath. God loves sinners, but God also hates the sin. Amen? When you love God, you have to learn to love like God. But at the same time, you also got to learn to hate like God. Amen? That's right. That's right. I heard an old preacher talking about love. And he said that love is exclusive. He said that true love demands that you exclude all other possibilities of love for other things. Amen? That means love, you're supposed to only love God and the things of God and be exclusive with your love. It's only what He loves, not other things. Amen? John, in this chapter this morning, he says the same thing. He says that love is exclusive. He says that if you truly love God, then there are going to be things that you must reject. And there are things that you must even hate. Our verse today, verse 15, says, do not love the world or the things in the world. If anyone loves the world, the love of the Father is not in him. If you love God, then you cannot love the world. If you love the world, it says right here that the love of God is not in you. Amen? John is talking about the world, but not. There's three different ways that I've seen in the Bible that the word world is used. When he says the world, he is not talking about God's creation. Because the Bible says that God made the world and everything in it. He's not talking about that. Because God, He loves His creation. Amen? And He's also not talking about the creation of man, the world of men. In John, he says, for God so loved the world that He gave His only begotten Son. So He's not talking about the world of humanity because He died only for man and women. Amen? So He's not talking about that world. I believe when John talks about the world that he is talking about a system or an order that sets itself against God and the things of God. Amen? That's right. Like ideas, activities, practices, and purposes that are against God, John says, do not love that. Amen? The world is anything that seeks to push God out or push us away from God. That's the world that he's talking about. The world that's against God and the things of God and tries to shut God out, like in our society, in our schools, in our courthouses. That system, that world he's talking about. Amen? That's right. Anything that tries to take our affection, anything that tries to take our devotion, anything that tries to take our love from God, we must hate. Anything that tries to tempt us to disobey God, we must hate. Amen? John says that do not love the world or the things in the world. So don't love those things that dull your affection, that take your devotion, or get in between your love for God. Do not love those things that tempt you to disobey God. Amen? That's right. That's why he says we must reject those things and even hate those things, amen, that are against our Lord and Savior. Amen. Just like we love our children and hate those things that will harm them, like we just said, well, God hates those things that may harm us. He loves us so much, but he hates if something's going to take your affection away from him, take your devotion and your love away from him. He loves that. And he doesn't want to stop us from having fun. Amen? He wants us to have fun, but he wants our fun to be a blessed kind of fun. We can have all kinds of fun in the Lord. We can praise God. We just had fun this morning praising God. Amen? That God loves. But if we're having fun and it dulls our relationship with God or pulls us away from God or displeases God, that we got to hate. Amen? I hate a lot of things sometimes, that the urges, the desires, the temptations that come out of me after I think it or do it. Oh, why did you do that? You know what I mean? Why didn't you just obey quickly? Why didn't you? And then I hate myself for it. And instead of being a convicting kind of love from the devil, condemnation, it's more of convicting from the Lord. He's wooing me, telling me, don't love them things. I'm not in those things. I want you to be blessed. I want you to be healed. I want you to be prosperous. But the only way it's going to happen is if you love the things I love and hate the things I hate. Amen. Do you ever hate anything about yourself? Maybe the way you act, maybe the way you outburst, maybe the way whatever. Well, that's a good kind of hate. They go together. Love and hate go together. When you start loving God, you got to hate whatever God's opposed to. Amen? That's right. That's right. Don't love those things and don't pursue those things that can push God out of your life or the things that push you away from God. Don't love those things that dull your affection. Reject it. Reject those things. Amen? That's right. John is talking to the children of God here. He's not talking to unsaved people. He's talking to the children of God, to those that are saved by him. He's talking to those who are saved. He's talking to those who belong to the faith. He's talking to me. He's talking to you this morning. Amen? He says that even though we know the right thing to do and believe in the right things, that it can be very easily for us to be tempted to do the things of the world than rather than to do the things of God. Even as we walk, even as Christians, it's still very easy to be tempted by the things of the world. Amen? Because they appear so good. It's like, what harm could this do? Amen? And then we rationalize, and then we deceive ourselves, and then we're on the wrong path. Amen? So we can easily begin to pursue the things of the world more than we're pursuing God. We come to church on Sunday, but sometimes during the rest of the week, we're pursuing other things, and we just come to God on Sunday, and we'll get right. Amen. John says that the love for God and the love for this world cannot coexist at the same time in the same heart. Amen. To love God, you must hate the world. To take hold of one, you must let go of the other. When you claim God and you come to God, then you must let go of all that other stuff that God hates, that God rejects. Amen? Matthew 6:24 says, no one can serve two masters. He will either love the one and hate the other, or cling to one and despise the other. When you're serving God and then you're serving yourself or the world, it says right here that it's impossible. You're going to forget about one and love the other more. And in your life, you can tell which one comes first. Which one do you spend more time on? The things of the Lord or the things of the world? Amen? James 4:4 says, friendship with the world is hostility towards God. Whoever wishes to be friends of the world makes himself an enemy of God. Oh man, it's pretty clear. John doesn't leave no room for you to scratch your head and wondering what he said. It's pretty clear, amen? There's no confusion. He doesn't leave you thinking, what? What did that brother say? It's clear as day. I don't even have to preach on it. I don't know why I'm doing it. But if I read it straight out the Bible, you can see the picture, amen? That's right, brothers and sisters. You can't walk down two roads at the same time. When you run into a fork in the road and you start taking one of the roads, you begin to forsake the other road. And that's how we got to be. When you take the road to walk with God and talk with God, then all the other roads have to be forsaken, and now you're on the narrow. You can't walk on the narrow and then try to walk on the broad at the same time. One of them is going to be your master. Amen? You're going to love one more than the other. You're going to despise one more than the other. Amen? That's right, brothers and sisters. Loving what God loves is the right. Loving what God hates is the wrong. The things of this world are not from God. The things of this world only try to entice you into disobeying God. Tries to pull you away from God. The things of this world entice you to sin and disobedience against God. These things of the world that we're talking about here, the world we're talking about today, wants to drag you down. Wants you to be displeasing to God. Wants to take your testimony. Wants to take your witness. When you tell somebody that you love God and you're about God, and then they see you doing something you're not supposed to, that's bringing dishonor to God. And the devil's happy. He's like, see, is that your boy? Is that your girl that you loved and went and died for on the cross? Look at how they shaming your name. God hates that. Amen? That's right. John gives us 3 ways here in these verses how the world tries to draw us away. And it's right here in verse 16. For all that is in the world, here it is, the lust of the flesh, the lust of the eyes, and the pride of life is not of the Father, but of the world. Amen? The lust of the flesh, the lust of the eye, and the pride of life. These 3 are of the world. The lust of the flesh is our sinful desire. Our sinful desire is contrary to our new nature in Christ. We're of God now. We're children of God. We got God's nature. And our sinful desire is contrary to it. Fighting against it, constantly trying to get you to sin. Entices you, drags you away. The Bible says that our own desires draw us away and entice us. Amen? That's right. Our sinful nature takes good desires and turns them into something evil. Good desires that God gives you, our sinful desire twists them around and then makes them ungodly. What start off as a good desire from God, we get the flesh involved, we get self involved, and it somehow twists it around and begins to try to justify it and say, well, I'm doing that, but it's twisted. It twists it around, and our own sinful nature wants to put its own twist on the meaning. Amen? Now we got the eyes of the flesh. That sometimes means we're greedy, we want more. Or when we see something, we want it. We see the things that we want, we desire them, we lust for them. Right here through the eyes, it looks good. Amen? Just like Eve, she saw the fruit that it was good, and the Bible says she took of it. God said no, but she said, man, it looks so good. I gotta have it. Same thing with David. He saw Bathsheba, and she was appealing to the eye. And the Bible says he took her. God said no, but he's like, she looks so good. Amen. And then our eyes of the lust of the eyes bow down to the wrong thing. Amen. And the worst one is the pride of life. This is the boastful, parading type of person that puffs himself up, tries to draw attention to what they're doing, their gifts, their talents, their accomplishments, drawing attention to themselves rather than giving God the glory for all that's happened in your life. The pride is all about self. Look at what God got. Look at what God has given me. I'm special, so God has given me talents, and He's given me skills. I'm stronger than that weak sinner. They fall easy, but I die hard. I don't go down. I'm stronger. They're weak. They fall easy. I fall hard. Well, 1 Corinthians 4:7 says, for who makes you differ from others? And what do you have that you did not receive? Now, if you indeed received it, why do you boast as if you had not received it? This is saying, when you act different and you're shining, look what I am, look what I know. He's like, who made you different? Who made you shine? Is it you, your own strength? No. And then he says, and what do you have that you not received? That means that you received it. You didn't do nothing but accept the gift. Here you go. So now that if you know that indeed you received this from God, why do you boast like you did something for it and didn't receive it? He's talking about a gift here. Like God gave it to you. So you running around acting like you did it all because you were good and you were obedient. You followed all the rules. So you're a special kind of person. You're special. You're awesome. But he's like, none of this came from you. God has given us the desire to serve. God has given us the ability to serve. And all we have to give Him the glory. Yeah, I'm shining, but if it wasn't for Jesus, I wouldn't be shining. Yeah, I got this talent, but it was God given. And we always seek to give God the glory and not take it. You know, God says He's a jealous God. He will not share His glory with anybody. Amen? That's right, brother and sister. God hates the lust of the flesh. He hates the lust of the eye, and He hates the pride of life. We must hate what God hates. Amen. And it's a practice. It's a practice. There's other reasons why you should not love the world, nor love the things in the world. John tells us here in verse 17, and the world is passing away, and the lust of it. But he who does the will of God abides forever. The world and the things in the world are not going to last forever. And that is a good reason why you shouldn't love it. Because you're going to love the things that is going to disappear, that is going to be gone. Amen? Yeah. That's why you shouldn't love it. Out of all the things in the world, you can't take a single thing with you that we love and cherish. So John says, why invest it? Why invest your time? Why invest your devotion? Why invest your dedication into something that's not going to last? Something that's going to be burned up. The Bible says that Jesus is going to cleanse this earth. The world is going to remain, but He's going to cleanse this world with fire. So everything that we desire, everything we love in this earth is going to burn up. Now, He doesn't say don't try to get these things. He just said don't love it. Don't love it more than you love God. Don't put those things first. Amen? That's right. The only thing that's going to go to heaven, the only thing that's going to last here on this earth, that's going to make it to heaven is the saved souls. That's it. Only the saved souls are going to go to heaven. So you need to invest in something that's going to go to heaven. The only thing that's going to go to heaven is, that's where you got to invest. Why would I put millions of dollars or hundreds of dollars or my whole $5 on a bad investment that's going to burn up, if I put my money on something that I know is going to burn up, that's not a good investment. Amen? You got to put in something that's going to last forever. And the only thing on this earth that's going to go to heaven is the souls of people. And that's what we got to love. Amen? Love like God loves. The only things that will last are those people who do the will of God. The last part of 17 says, he who does the will of God abides forever. That's what's going to last forever. All this is not. Amen? So how can we stop loving the world? How? We live here, we work here, we play here. God sent us out into the world, but at the same time He says don't become part of it. Amen? Don't love it. How can you stop loving the world? How can you love something so attractive, so alluring, so appealing? There's a lot of good stuff that looks good out here. Amen? So how can you stop loving these things? Well, you have to find something more attractive, more beautiful, more appealing, and more valuable. Amen? I heard someone say that one passion may seem irresistible until a greater passion comes along. That's what it is. You got to find something that you love more, something that's more valuable, something that's going to last forever than the Lord. Amen? The Lord's the one we got to seek. Love Him. He's more valuable. He holds it all. So we got to make God more valuable, more appealing, and draw us to that. Amen? The only way to overcome a passion for sin is to have an overwhelming passion for righteousness. That's how you overcome it. Amen? You need to love what is right more than loving what is wrong. You need to love God more than any other thing or being. You need to fall in love with God. And when you fall in love with God, you will fall out of love with the world and the things of the world. We need to put God first. We need to lift Him up. We need to see what He's about. The Bible says that taste and see that the Lord is good. That's what you got to do. You got to taste and see that the Lord is good. And once you taste the Lord and see that it's good, you're going to love Him more than anything else. But sometimes we don't take the taste. And I mean, when you taste it, you gotta, when you taste food, when people do some wine tasting, take it in and really taste it. Don't just hear it. Don't just what people say about it. You gotta take a bite. You gotta taste it. You gotta bring it in. And then see, and I guarantee that you'll love it. And once you fall in love with Jesus, you'll begin to hate the things of the world. And this world doesn't matter. Yes, we got to live in it. Yes, we got to function in it. But this ain't my home. Amen. We're just walking through the valley of the shadow of death. This is the valley of the shadow of death, this world. Because it's going to be gone. So we're walking through it. And I love to say this all the time. And I'll say it again. The Bible says as we walk through. It doesn't say as we pitch a tent. As we lay back in the valley of the shadow of death. As we chill out, drink some Heinekens in the valley of the shadow of death. No, it says as we walk through it. So we're in the valley, we're in the shadow of death, but we got to continue, keep moving, keep walking, and then we'll wind up on the mountaintop. Amen? Lord's mountaintop. That's right, brothers and sisters. You can't serve two masters. You will love one, or you will hate the other. Or you will cling to one and despise the other. God. When you love God, you will hate the world. Love and hate go hand in hand. To love God means that you hate what God hates. Amen. And at the last minute, I found some stuff that the Lord hates in Proverbs 6:16 and forward. It says, now these things the Lord hates. Yes, 7 are abomination to Him. A proud look, a lying tongue, hands that shed innocent blood, a heart that deceives wicked plans, feet that are swift to run into evil, a false witness who speaks lies, and the 7th is an abomination, one who sows discord among the brethren. That's an abomination. Somebody bring it here. You know what the pastor did? You know what that girl? That's sowing discord. God says that's an abomination. There's other things, but this is just a list right here out of Proverbs. Many things God doesn't love, God hates. And we got to begin to learn to figure out what God hates and begin to love what God loves and hate what God hates. They go together. If you're going to fall in love, then you got to hate. We can't love everything. God says to love what He loves. You know, He loves the brethren. He loves the people and the souls. He loves this creation. So that we got to love. It never says He hated any person. He hates the things that are of the world. The things that lead us astray. The things that keep us under the shadow. The things that pull us. Addictions, alcohol, mouth that talks what it shouldn't. Proudness. I'm better than everybody. God hates that stuff. And then we got to start loving what He loves. Amen. God loves this church. God loves the people. God loves Israel. Amen. Hello. God really loves the word of God. So the way to serve God is to start loving the things that God loves. Sometimes we try to serve Him with our action, which is beautiful. But God wants us to serve Him with our heart. Love what He loves. Amen. And hate what He hates. Amen. So before we get up, I'm going to stand up right now. And I want to pray for our country and our leaders. I'm getting more excited about our leaders more and more. He's for Israel. And then He got me there. Once the president started following Israel, he's mine. That's it. I don't care what else he does or anything else he ain't doing right. If he's got the main thing, everything else will be right. He's got his love right, and now this country will be right. The Bible says that he who blesses Israel will be blessed, and he who curses Israel will be blessed. So now I believe when He says He'll make America great, because now we've got love for Israel, we're on their side, and just because of that, this country will be a lot greater. Amen? Let's pray. Dear Heavenly Father, in the name of Jesus, we just love You for the people You appointed to run this country, Father. Give them a love for You, Father, and a love for the people, and a love for God in this nation. One nation under God, Lord. We just thank You, and we just bless this congregation and anybody who comes here and touches here and hears about this place, that You just put something in their heart, that this is the place You want them to be, Father. And we'll always give You glory. We'll always lift You up. You're the man. You're the shepherd. You're the God. You're the chief shepherd here in this church. And we just give You thanks and glory. In Jesus' name, amen. If somebody in here needs something